Today is a difficult day for our mother Ghana, and we need to stand up for our mother Ghana, and we shall do rightly so. And for that matter, GNAT stands against Galamsey. I repeat, GNAT stands against Galamsey. And for the third time, GNAT stands against Galamsey. GNAT stands against Galamsey in view of the fact that Ghana is at the crossroads between life and death. The time to act is now. Against the backdrop of happenings in the country in contemporary times, of which the Ghana National Association of Teachers, GNAT, as a responsible corporate entity and a critical stakeholder in Ghana's progress, cannot shut its voice nor gloss over what is happening in the country at this time. Ours is not only about pencils, pens, books, nor the welfare of teachers, but also the obligation to make our voices heard when it matters most in our quest to make Ghana work and its people sound, healthy, safe, secure, and I hope you will give me the required audience at this particular time. Now let me proceed to make the presentations as follows. The Galamsey scourge. Galamsey is indeed a tormentor of the conscience of the country. It is a menace, danger, an essential threat or existential threat to our collective survival and the country as a whole, since it is destroying the forest cover, water bodies, flora and fauna, and the entire ecology of our country. We wish to state that Ghana is at the crossroads between life and death. Its forest cover is being depleted rapidly and with reckless abandon. Its water bodies are crying for rescue, with no rescue in sight. Its ecosystem is at the verge of utter destruction in its entirety. The Ghana Water Company is now not producing the required volumes of water for the people, all because of the heavy pollution of the water, or of the waters, including the waters of the rivers, including Pra and Cobra, Birim, and the rest, or among others. As a result of the operations of illegal miners in the waters themselves and the forests which are their sources, while we look on and even hail them when they flaunt their ill-gotten wealth in public, at religious gatherings, and on political campaign platforms. The country is now full of Galamsey pits, that is death pits, which are swallowing Ghanaian compatriots. Galamsey now is holding agricultural lands in abeyance. Ghanaian compatriot Galamsey is now holding the agricultural lands in abeyance, hence threatening food supply and food security. In fact, farmlands are full of chemicals, hence a threat to consumption of farm produce. Indeed, the illegal miners are so brazen that they are now mining at the sides of the roads to the full glare of the public, with no one daring them or raising a finger at them. Why this? Are there no men in the country? Where is the security apparatus? Where are the Ya Asantuas who resisted the colonialists? What has become of the promise made by the made to Ghanaians by His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the President of the Republic of Ghana, when he put his presidency on the line on Galamsey? We dare ask again. In summary, let us put the effect of Galamsey under the following blocks. Number one, the environment. My brothers and sisters, as we speak now, over 19 acres And this one, we are talking about 35,849 football fields have been destroyed by Galamsey, by the Galamsey people. Number 2, 3.5% of agricultural lands. In fact, to give you the picture, a pictorial view of it, we're talking about the whole side of Greater Accra region has been destroyed by Galamsey. Number 3, 13 rivers have been destroyed by Galamsey. 13 rivers have been destroyed by Galamsey. They include Tano, and Cobra, Brim, Pra, Densu, Black Volta. In fact, the Galamseyers have made them undrinkable. And it's not even the aquatic life there. They are all almost dead. Now, the fourth thing we want to bring to the attention of our brothers and sisters is this. 50% of treated water is now lost, all because of Galamsey. The next block I want to bring to your attention is the issue of health. We now have birth deformities and maternal deaths being increased every day because of Galamsey. 2, 8 out of 10 chronic kidney diseases can now be traced to Galamsey. 3, school children are dying on daily basis as a result of the chemicals, and not only that, but the Galamsey pits that have been dug. The third block I want to talk about is the education. Regarding education, it must be placed on record that every year approximately 880,000 children are born every year. Because of the activities of the Galamsey people, now language acquisition now has become a problem because of the chemicals and other the cyanide and all those things that the children are confronted with. They also have poor speech. The other challenge confronting the children is cognitive deficits. And this is something that we cannot take lightly, because as teachers, the cognitive of the children is actually very, very important for us, because that is the area where we talk about acquisition of knowledge and all that. So the moment the cyanide, the mercury, and other chemicals destroy the cognitive of the children, then it means that giving them education is no longer an issue, because they cannot even absorb the knowledge that will be given to them. Aside that, they are losing their lives. These children are losing their lives on daily basis. In fact, in one of the schools, the survey conducted indicate that during the BECE, a class of 30, only 12 of them were in school. 80 of them have gone to look for gold in the area of the Galamsey. And if you look at the Ghana Living Statistical Survey conducted around the 2016-2017, it points to the fact that those children between the ages of 5 to 17 years are into child labor. And to bring it down for everybody to understand, we are talking about every 5 children you see, 1 is into child labor. And as a result of the Galamsey, most children now are going not only to Galamsey, but some are losing their lives. And if care is not taken, the classrooms will be left empty. And when that is done, it will confirm what the World Bank country report indicated as far back as 2018, that if care is not taken, 56% of our population, particularly our children, they will go waste because of the poor quality of education and other related matters. Therefore, thousands of children now in gold mining areas such as Western, Central, Ashanti regions are now seriously involved in the issue of the Galamsey at the expense of their education, health, and safety. This brings me to call to action. Now, what are we to do? The Ghana National Association believes that in the light of the above development, the Ghana National Association of Teachers hereby join the other members of organized labor, other unions and associations, civil society organizations, religious bodies, and the media, and all like-minded Ghanaians. According to Article 31, Clause 9, it says that the circumstances under which a state of emergency may be declared under this article include a natural disaster and any other situation in which any action is taken or is immediately threatened to be taken by any person or body or persons which A is calculated or likely to deprive the community of the essential of life, B renders necessary the taking of measures which are required for securing public safety. The Ghana National Association believed that we've gotten to a stage where the essentials of life of the Ghanaian people are being deprived, or they are being deprived of the essentials of life. I cite that one. Their very existence is being threatened. And for that matter, we believe that the time to call for the state of emergency by His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is now. And we hereby ask for it. By the close of this month, we want to hear him declare a state of emergency as requested by organized labor, including the Ghana National Association of Teachers. The second one we are asking for is that immediate evacuation of mining equipment from all our foreign reserves, and wherever mining is taking place, all the equipment should be evacuated. 3, we are also asking that the ILI 2462 should be revoked immediately so that we can now go back to the drawing board and see how we can take care of our forest, and then we start afresh all together. Then we come to the 4th item, where we are talking about the deployment of the police and the military to the forest areas to make sure that all the challenges confronting us in the forest areas are corrected immediately. Then we come to the 5th item. We are asking for a special court to be established to take care of all the perpetrators who are destroying our forests at any time and at their own selfish interest. Then to conclude, we hereby join organized labor that we orderly will embark on series of demonstrations and a nationwide strike if the government fails to address concerns raised by the end of September 2024. Ghanaian compatriots, our beloved Ghana is at the crossroads between life and death. We must rescue it, and the time to do it is now. It is a task that we must, a task that must be done, and we need not fail. GNAT stands against Galamsey. Let me conclude by saying this. Yesterday, I was at Birim to fetch the Birim water. I had in mind of going to Chifu Praso, but because of time, because I started late, so I could only go to Densu, and I continued to Birim. I only brought the Birim water here. So I have in my hands the Birim water. This is what citizens of Ghana are drinking. And therefore, the constitution of the new committee by His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, is dead on arrival. Why? Because even the very committee itself, the only new person there is the minister, is the Honorable Minister for Employment and Labor Relations. He is the only new person. And these ministers will soon go to contest in their various primaries, in their various constituencies. And there is no way that getting time to get this thing done. In any case, the promise that was made, it was a promise that was made upon the presidential seat, not a ministerial seat. We've gone past this stage already. And therefore, the invitation by the committee for us to meet them on Tuesday is a non-starter. And we are asking that the state of emergency must be declared. Given the state of the evidence I have in my hands, no committee can call us and we will come. And the state of emergency must be declared now. And if it's not done after the month of September, whatever happens, the duty bearers must be blamed. For we are ready and poised for action. May the good Lord help our country and make it great and strong. May the Lord God help us to resist all the wrongdoings by the leaders that we have employed, and we are paying them with our taxpayers' money. We tell them that we are between life and death. To choose Galamsey means to choose death. And I repeat, to choose Galamsey means to choose death. And to choose water means to choose life. We refuse to choose this water. We refuse to drink this particular water. And for that matter, we shall choose the water we want. And that is the drinkable water. And therefore, we choose life. And not this one that will lead us to death. And therefore, NAT stands against Galamsey. Thank you very much, and God bless us all. Make our nation great and strong. Hashtag, stop Galamsey now. Hashtag, stop Galamsey now. Hashtag, stop Galamsey now.